Now watching NARS Pro driver Paul Ibbotson. Oh, now watching NARS Pro driver Gilles Lalande. Now watching NARS AM driver Norm Graff. Let's see that again. Back to live action. Now watching NARS AM driver Matthew Overton. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Replay. And we're back to the race. Oh, now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby.
So make sure you stay well left and you brake as late as you feel safe so that you don't play games for the cars that are following you. And as you come in, stay in the fast lane, dive into your pit box, do your business, and then back out again. On the pit exit, as I think it was James mentioned, there is something on this track that is on the right-hand side of the pit exit as you come to the lights there for the exit. So make sure you're staying well left as you exit the pit lane coming out of the actual pit area. Otherwise, you're going to get to be very unhappy. I think everyone's clear about an incident, the golden rule, and getting back into racing once you've allowed that driver that you have unfairly passed back up forward. There'll be no darkness here, but as usual, make sure you know what your light settings are so you can adjust them if necessary. And as always, escape means race over, so use one of the other methods, the network cable, Control-Alt-Delete, or Alt-F4 to end your RF2 and come back in. Don't forget there is a second race. That I think is about it. Any questions?
Rock and roll.
All right, great. So thank you very much. The weather forecast, by the way, I don't want to know about that. Thank you very much. It could be entertaining, is what it says. So plan for the unexpected. All right, let's go to the next session. 15 minutes, everybody's out there.
Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez.
Suddenly I'm getting rear diffuser when I get out.
Go ahead. I cannot remove pit limiter.
Action in NARS AM for P3. Now watching NARS AM driver Norm Graff. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. JT Tommy improves in Sector 1. JT Tommy finding time in Sector 2. Now watching NARS AM driver Olivier Gervais. Let's see that again. Let's return to the action. Now watching NARS AM driver Tom Nasella. Replay. And we're back to the race. Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby. Here's another look. Let's return to the act. Oh, now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Replay. Back to live action. Now watching NARS AM driver Matthew Overton. Now watching NARS AM driver Carl Strauch. Carl Strauch sets a personal best through Sector 2. Now watching NARS AM driver Matthew. Oh, now watching NARS AM driver Norm Graff. Oh, now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby. Here's another look. And we're back to the race. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez.
Okay, there we go, everybody. So Daniel, JT, and Johnny taking up the top 3, and then myself, Norm, and Carl rounding out the top 3 of the NARS AM. So should be interesting battle. And we'll just let that go through. We got 10 minutes of warm-up. Just watch what the weather does, then we'll go from there.
I think I've fixed the wiggle issue.
Good.
It was in regard of the steering wheel range or the range set by vehicle. I had to set it to off instead of set by vehicle, so that stopped the wiggle.
Good.
Now watching NARS Pro driver Paul Ibbotson.
45.5 minus 73.5. Yeah. Interesting.
Matt, we can hear you breathe.
Sorry, I was getting too excited.
Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby. Now watching NARS Pro driver Paul Ibbotson. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Let's see that again. And we're back to the race. Now watching NARS AM driver Carl Strauch. Now watching NARS AM driver Norm Graff. Here's another look. And we're back to the race. Great NARS Pro, racing for P3. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy.
Okay. Nor, did you just sit beer?
Oh, Now
Okay, no, we're
watching
good.
NARS
All right.
AM.
Okay, everybody, make
driver
sure you get your
Carl
setups all
Stroud.
sorted out, and we'll be ready to rock in a minute. Remember, it is a pace car for the formation lap, and when we get to the pace car pulling off, Daniel and JT, just a steady 100 kilometers an hour down the straight until it is Olivier who's going to say chicane clear, and that's when we start racing. Olivier, you good with that?
That's the chicane before the start finish line, right?
Exactly. We're the wall of champions.
Got it.
Good.
Look at
10
this
seconds, everybody.
NARS AM battle for P6. Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby.
What in the world?
What's the problem?
Well, I'm changing some settings, and for some reason, it's also flashing my lights.
I was wondering.
Wait, what?
Might be double binded.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So generally they
No-
don't let you
no
do
PC
that.
problems.
That'd be kind of cool.
I know for some reason my wiper button is also tied as a secondary for my Discord push to talk.
Cool.
Yeah, shit, I'm on the wrong tires.
No.
Give it 5 minutes. You might be on the right ones.
Yeah. You can never tell with Montreal, eh?
Tremblant is worse.
Yeah.
oh god.
I saw Formula Fords driving it on a wet track with snow-covered grass.
WRL's raced while it's snowing on the track.
Is it snowing up there?
No, it's wet. It's plus. It's over 32.
I live South Shore, Montreal. Jill lives North Shore, Montreal.
Hey guys, everyone but Olivier off mic, and have a good race.
Oh, now watching NARS AM driver Norm
Chicane clear.
Great NARS AM racing for P3. Carl Strauchel has cut the gap by 69.9 seconds. Let's take another look at that. Let's return to the action. Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby. Look at this NARS AM battle for P3. Let's take another look at that. Back to live action. Battle for P2 in NARS AM. Great NARS AM racing for P3. Replay. Back to live action. Tamnesella reclaims P3 in NARS AM. Great NARS Pro, racing for P1. Let's take another look at that. Let's return to the action. Look at this NARS AM battle for P3. Battle for P1 in NARS Pro. Let's see that again. Back to live action. Look at this NARS Pro battle for P1. Here's another look. Back to live action. And Daniel Kirby retakes P1 in NARS Pro. JT Tommy takes P1 in NARS Pro. Action in NARS AM for P2. Great NARS Pro, racing for P1. Great NARS AM racing for P2. Look at this NARS Pro battle for P4. John Maher is pulling away, gap up by 21.3 seconds. Battle for P2 in NARS AM. Let's see that again. Back to live action. Great NARS AM racing for P3. Look at this NARS Pro Battle for P4. The gap is stretching out for John Maher. Great NARS AM racing for P3. Let's take another look at that.
Sorry, Tom.
Acknowledged.
Back to live action. Oh, look at this NARS AM battle for P3. Great NARS Pro racing for P4. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Replay. And we're back to the race. Here's another look. Back to live action. Oh, action in NARS AM for P2. Karl Strauchel is building a cushion. Karl Strauchel extending the lead. Personal best in Sector 2 for James Boders. Here's another look. And we're back to the race. Oh, look at this NARS Pro battle for P5. Gilles Lalande navigates past the NARS AM car.
Hey Norm, you got the right tires.
Great NARS Pro, racing for P5. Here's another look. Let's return to the action. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy.
That's everybody.
Okay.
Now watching
JT
NARS
Daniel
Pro driver Daniel
Rain
Kirby.
tires are like driving on jello after about 10 laps.
Yep. James and Carl, nicely done to get ahead of Norm. I think he was holding you up for a long, long time.
Yeah, I have to apologize to Tom and Norm for giving them a weasel enema.
I feel
Gilles,
lucky
is
I
that
got it
what,
twice.
Gilles, is that what was going on behind me? You just sort of disappeared on me.
Quali fuel.
Ah, that would do it.
I stopped for fuel.
Yep.
But I came
Right.
back. But Norm didn't want to give me his 10th place.
Curious that. Okay, so I'll just let it run out. We'll get to the next session. I'll move us along to warm up, and then we'll see where we go.
Yeah, Carl, I don't think I would have been able to compete with you unless you made that little mistake.
Well, no, you were coming. You were figuring out how to
I
go
could
fast.
catch
Oh, look at
I could
now
catch
it's
you.
raining.
I could catch you, but I don't know if I would have been able to get around you.
Well, the pressure is what got me. I braked too late, and then I
Yeah.
spun in the turn one, and there, yeah, and I,
Oh, and I did
blew
everything
it.
I could not to hit you. I am sorry for that. I did everything.
No,
I
and that was
could.
more my fault because I had lost control. I was hoping it didn't damage your car, and I kind of slowed down to make sure you were gone, but you were long gone.
Yeah, once I dimpled my front end like a golf ball from hitting Tom and Norm, I picked up quite a bit of speed.
Yeah, and I was kind of had hit that outside, I think turn 3 wall, and I think I was driving about 9 o'clock straight, you know, so.
Man, I clipped that one and coming out.
Tom,
third
early part of the
chicane and-
race, you were really cooking. You were really driving well.
Yeah, and I felt for old Norm. I knew he was struggling. Those
Oh, yeah.
tires on the
Yeah, I did get my elbows out on him trying to pass him there at the final chicane by Champion's Corner.
Yeah, that's where I finally got into, yeah. After being behind him about 3 laps, maybe. Or well, every lap up until.
So Olivier, the sad truth of the matter is you get a second chance to tell everybody to go.
Oh, because the reverse grid, the 13th doesn't get affected.
Exactly.
I'll be right back.
Well, it was all good. Like for a few laps, I was staying like 6 tenths behind James. And then at some point, I gained some places because other people spun. But then I overdid it and spun, and then a couple times, and well.
Yeah, you kind of gave it a little too much coming out of turn 2, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
easily enough
that's
done.
what happens. I
Now
need
watching
to tame
NARS
myself.
Pro driver Paul Ibatz.
Yeah, I had a couple of those as well. I was trying as much as I could to hang on to Alan's coattails and then said, yeah, that's not going to work anymore.
Yeah, well, once we got past Norm, and then when I saw James get past Norm, and I saw him closing it, I thought I've got to find a way to go faster, and I did. But James was still coming; he was doing a better job than I was.
Hey James, believe it or not, that contact didn't even hurt my car.
Wow.
Yeah, it was blue, but it drove just as good as it did before.
Well, I'm glad it didn't hurt you.
Nope, sure didn't. Olivier, that was no sweat either. I didn't exactly do that corner really well toward the end of the race.
Well, I did rejoin a little bit too early. You were still like side by side. I could have waited a little bit for you to clear me.
That was all fine, bud.
How many people are damaging their diffuser when they come out?
Yeah, if you turn too
Hey,
early,
Matthew.
you will.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying. I had an issue earlier today in stall number 3 with the bounce off coming out over the curb out of the
Yeah, I
garage.
know.
But it's stall 3.
All 3. All right. Well, we won't be going back to this track anytime soon. So
Which one are you in, Jills? Will it rain or not?
0% rain. Well, still a warm up. Never mind. I actually had
I'm not going to get it.
I had a crooked wheel for about the last 5-6 minutes.
okay, got 10 minutes to work with, guys, and I'll be back.
Now watching NARS Pro driver Daniel Kirby. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez.
John Mayer, are you on here?
Yo.
Hey, I'm sorry for the bump at the chicane, turn 10.
Hey, it was okay.
I was good scrapping with you. We were both sliding all over.
Yeah, when you went through me on the last chicane there, where you kind of overcooked it, I was kind of chuckling to myself.
Yeah.
I thought, where are you going? You're rushed for the pits or what? And when you caught back up to me after doing that, I thought, well, you got more pace than I do, so I'll hold you for a lap or two and then let you go.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I wanted to say, hey, John, nice seeing the orange blur.
Thanks.
Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez.
If that was a good blur, I'm not sure.
Also, Alan Holden, I hope I didn't damage your car too much on turn 1 there.
I think I had like really tiny aero damage. Nothing too bad.
I felt I kept it too wide the first time through there, so the second time I turned in a little more, and sorry about that.
Yeah, Paul, if this was a real race, you'd be turn 1, lap 1, you'd have an incident to look at.
Yeah.
Now watching NARS. Oh, now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS AM driver Norm Graff.
Paul, from the rearview mirror, your car looks gray.
Thank you.
I don't know why, but like from the rearview mirror, really, that's, well, when it's close enough, you see the green, but otherwise you look gray if you're farther away.
I think it's the overcast doing that.
Yeah, it was the opposite for me. He was gray when he was on my bumper, and then I got away from him, he was green.
It'll be better once we get the region files worked out.
Oh yeah.
Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez.
How did the setup get changed?
Yeah, and
Into what?
I don't know. He went back on mute.
all right, there we are. I'm back again. For the battle director, Eric's got the latest version up and running. So
watching
check out
NARS
the
Pro.
stream after the races sometime and just
Oh,
check
now
to see
watching
what
NARS
is going on
AM
there.
driver
It's a lot of
Oliver
work
Gervais.
to get that going.
Excellent.
Very nice.
Red hot.
I hope he's still going to race with us.
I hope so too.
So has everybody got the right tires and the right amount of gas this time?
Gas, yes. Tires, I don't know.
Now watching NARS
Yeah, I won't
Pro
know
driver
until
Johnny
I
Gutierrez.
just before I drop on the grid.
Tiny Pedal is a great app for that.
Now watching NARS
If you can
Pro
run it.
driver Johnny Gutierrez.
I gotta do that.
Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez.
Yeah, it does a good job.
Is there a free version and a license
Now
version?
watching NARS
No, they're
AM
just the
driver
version.
Norm Graff. Now watching NARS
for a
AM
freaking sim of
driver
license.
Carl Stroud.
Oh, look at there.
There you go. Okay, 50 seconds to go, everybody.
Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez.
Okay, make sure to bind my keys correctly this time.
Yeah, that helps. 30 seconds.
Great
And
NARS
full pace lap
AM
behind the
racing
pace
for
car.
P1.
And then Olivier will give us the chicane clear, and that's the sign to go.
Roger.
Front two, which is Shield, and not sure, can't see them right now. Just to make sure that you're maintaining 100 kilometers an hour on the straight until you hear Olivier.
You're gonna rear end that thing.
I'm nowhere close to him.
A few seconds ago.
Just a reminder too that RF2 will give you a penalty if you pass the rows ahead of you before the start-finish line, so that is a good inducement for the lack of a jump start or really good timing.
Oh, damn, Jules, your car turned pink in my mirror.
Yeah, they do funny things in the mirrors. Okay, guys, running up to the final chicane. Remember, hold until we're released by Olivier and have a good race.
Oh, now watching NARS AM driver James Boders.
Chicken clear.
Replay.
Spin section chicane.
Back to live action. Tom Nasella is building a cushion. Here's another look. And we're back to the race. Oh, great NARS AM racing for P1. Paul Ibbotson takes P3 in NARS Pro. Replay. Back to live action. Great NARS AM racing for P2. Traffic cleared for James Bodas. Let's see that again.
Final chicane.
Back to live action. And Daniel Kirby completes the pass. Now P4 in NARS Pro. Here's another look.
Well, that's pretty special.
Whoa, upside down, yeah.
Are we at
Back
Macau?
to live action. Great
Are we
NARS
required to pit?
AM racing.
Full course yellow.
5.
You're not required, but you may.
That was gorgeous.
Look at this NARS Pro battle for P3. Let's see that again.
Yeah, the upside down car was doing the funky dance.
And we're back to the race.
Ooh.
Was that Daniel that was upside down?
Yep.
That didn't go too well.
Daniel, I hope you're coming back.
Battle for P1 in NARS Pro.
I think it just dropped off comms.
Damn, I can't even catch the safety car.
I know the safety car didn't get out quick enough the first time, so it just now came out. Catching up to it right now.
Does this add any time to the race?
It does not.
No, it does not. It's going to take 2 laps behind this guy, probably.
So if you're close on fuel, I have good news for you.
No, I'm heavy on fuel.
I have bad news for you.
Olivier, you are now in second place.
What? What do you mean? You mean for the M, right?
Yeah.
For once, consistency pays off.
and not flipping in the chicane.
I want to watch that replay. That is probably spectacular.
Now watching
It looked
NARS Pro Driver.
It looked good for
James
mine.
Tommy.
Yeah. In the GM series, I was spectating, and on top of the hill at corner 2 at Tremblant, they just piled up, and there was a car. The front hood, his hood, upside down, his hood was on the hood of another car, and his rear end was on the rear end of another car. So he was upside down, but the roof wasn't touching in between. There's a picture on the net about that pile up.
Yeah. It's right up there with the T at Sebring. I think you were there for that, weren't you, JT?
The what?
The 3 LMPs that formed the perfect T across the track.
I'm not sure.
It was an iRacing.
Huh.
They couldn't have orchestrated
Now
it better if
watching
they tried.
NARS Pro driver Paul Ibatson.
Oh, the endurance race before they added safety car? Yeah, I was the cause of that.
Were you the cause of that?
I was absolutely the cause of it.
Oh, man. I forgot that. That was so special, we took pictures of it.
Yeah, hey, as soon as I saw the GTs were coming, I locked my brakes and I stayed where I was.
Flashers on the...
There should be, but I don't see them working, so I'm going to have to work on that. You'll also get a warning from RF2. That the...
Was this
I think
one of the
last
things you
one.
wanted to test, Matt?
It is one of the things I want to test, and I'll have to say that I'm very impressed with the accident that it chose to pull the full course yellow on. That was outstanding. I'd like to thank you all for providing that opportunity to try it out, because we had several spins and things the first race, and it did not gauge, which I'm really pleased. And now for that that mess, that was well deserving of a full course yellow.
And it's realistic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Question, Matt. When we go back to green, do we go when the game calls green, or is it again last car through the chicane?
We'll do it when the RF2 calls it, because it's gonna be too difficult otherwise. I think.
Action in NARS AM.
Also, Matthew, I may be second now, but I'll stay second for the whole race.
No, that attitude.
Be positive, man. Like, you never know what's going to happen behind you.
Well,
you never know what's going to happen in front of you.
Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff happening in front of me.
Yep. So you just hang on to it. Yeah.
Is it gonna be another Abu Dhabi 21?
No, we're gonna be we'll be racing before the end of the race. We got 16 minutes to go, and I'm thinking this should be the last one. We'll see.
So JT advise if he pulls out.
Yeah,
Oh, you'll get a notification on the screen. Don't worry.
Is
You
it
should see
supposed
right
to
now
say?
full course yellow pits open and follow somebody. That'll change when we go to the last lap. Don't worry.
So it'll say it's entering this lap, right? Like when it's.
No, we
it's
got
gonna be
No, another one.
so we'll no. So we got another lap. That's what I was saying. We got another lap. This should be the last one coming up.
It's a really bad accident.
They've had to do a lot of work on the wall of champions.
Can I get one of those bicycle flags so I can put it on the front so I can judge where my front end is?
Now watching NARS
Pretend like you're
AM
7 foot tall.
driver Matthew Overton.
With your point of view.
Yeah, if you drive on the roof, you can see.
What the game needs to do is it needs to close the pits and then dump.
Oh.
Oh.
My knee wasn't hurting when we were racing.
Well, my consistency does pay off on LMU. On like 165 races, I have like 15 podium.
I don't.
Right, what's the question again?
Well, I was saying that my consistency is paying off in LMU. I'm at 165 races done on LMU, and I've got 15 podium.
Nice. Yeah, consistency is king.
But I'm mostly like about like here, always 2-3 seconds slower than the best in my split.
Well, they'll give you they'll always give you a competitive split, right? So.
JT, you do a little Max impression.
Now watching NARS AM driver Matthew Overton.
Please don't make us have to put something in the GCR about that. Please, please, please. All right, looks like we're going to go for one final tour of the track.
I don't know if that's adjustable, how many laps it does.
Yeah, it is. I've got it down to the minimum. The guys at SCSR have worked on it really, really hard, and the lowest they can get it down because of the way that RF2 does the internals on the plug-in, and they've worked with the Studio 97 guys on this and everything. It's 5 laps is the absolute minimum.
Oh, wow.
Now, because it's a road race, I might see if I can push it down to 4. I had it at 4 last time, I thought. 1 lap to go. There we are, guys.
Yeah, it didn't go. It didn't go this long when we had it
look at
last
that.
time.
No, it went 4. Mind you, this is a different accident. Also acted goofy afterwards, right? So, as they said, if you push it down below 5, the way that the internals are set up to work, and RF2 produces data, it starts going wonky after that. So they said, really don't push it below 5.
And we're back to the race.
Now, Yeah, and I think it's not a time thing. I think it was the way that it actually does its calculations. So that's the problem. So while I'm testing it on a sprint race, and it's it's working the way it's supposed to, I'm not really that enthralled with the idea of using it for sprint races, obviously.
Yeah, it's going to be almost 10 minutes by the time we.
Yeah, mind you, as I said, it becomes a real incentive not to do stuff that causes problems.
And there could have been some good strategy with the pits.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, especially if you know that you've got a minimum amount of safety car laps it's going to run.
Yeah. So and with that, with the car getting out, there's the option of diving into the pit before you get to the safety car. So this opens up a lot of possibilities for the endurance races, much more than for these races, right?
Are we gonna have it on the endurance races?
Look at this NARS
my
Pro
plan.
Battle for
with
P1.
the MSC or SC?
MSC, so Thursday nights. I don't think George is planning on doing it for the.
Yeah, but for the NARS ones.
Yeah. Now I don't know if he's fully decided yet. He's obviously trying out the start, and we know how to do the start without invoking the flags during the race. So
we thought we did, anyways.
Well, no, we do. We do know how to do that. So there's a setting in RF2.
Did we know what happened Tuesday night then?
Yeah, I said it. That was the track.
Okay.
Because I went out and tried it again, and with just me in the safety car, it still wouldn't let me start, and I stayed right behind the safety car. So it's the track. So he'll do the normal. It has been the normal VWSC start, and then we'll keep on working on it.
So, Paul, you want me to polish that bumper there before we go?
Okay, guys, we're all set, and on the green, everyone goes.
Great NARS Pro, racing for P1. Replay. And we're back to the race. And Norm Graf completes the pass. Now P5 in NARS AM. The gap is stretching out for Norm Graf. Norm Graf takes P4 in NARS AM. Let's take another look at that. Back to live action. Norm Graff is losing touch with James Bodas. Now watching NARS AM driver Norm Graff. The gap is stretching out for Norm Graff. Replay. Let's return to the action. Alan Holden navigates past the NARS AM car. Let's see that again. And we're back to the race. Here's another look. And we're back to the race. Here's another look. And we're back to the race. John Maher is losing touch with Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS AM driver Matthew Overton. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching NARS Pro driver JT Tommy. Now watching NARS Pro driver Johnny
Hey, well
Gutierrez.
done, everybody. Thank you very much for coming out today and showing what can be done with the track and the conditions.
Now watching NARS
and
Pro
the plug-in.
driver
So I
JT
really
Tommy.
appreciate that. Well done, JT, for taking the second win behind Johnny and John taking up behind.
Now
and
watching
then,
NARS
Carl and
Pro
Tom
driver Johnny Gutierrez.
taking second and third, and I was lucky to get through that mess and to pick up first. So after a real mess and trying to pass James. So thank you, Gilles. I hope you didn't mind the little nose boops in there. That's what greyhounds do.
What? The brake ducts were closed?
No, you just didn't. Anyways, yeah, I didn't expect to start breaking that early.
At 100 marker signed?
Yeah. Anyways.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Norm, I'm sorry. That was really aggressive of me trying to come in on the inside there at Champions.
Yeah, that lunge and then Norm that followed, and Norm caught me by surprise.
A kamikaze.
I thought I had it, and then I just lost traction. I zipped past you guys. I was feeling good about the brakes. Everything was working. Then all of a sudden, it was like I hit a slick spot, and the car just kept going.
Yeah, and you had a fast lap there, buddy, James.
Yeah. I put new tires on at that pit stop. Yeah, they were just coming in too, and everybody else.
Thanks, Matt, and everybody for racing. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they're pretty